What is going on, everybody? It is your host, your commentator, your general manager, Will Bryce, here for GPW Talk. This is a show that we've done since about season 3 or so, but we haven't done it in a very long time. And I am glad to bring it back here today, just 24 hours before Bash at the Beach. And here with my co-host, Leon Leonard, our correspondent in GPW News. Say hi to the people, Leon.
How's it going, GPW? How's it going, everybody? Really excited for GPW talk today. I think we're gonna get a lot of detail going into Bash at the Beach this weekend.
Yes, and that is correct. We have Bash at the Beach this weekend with a grand total so far of 21 matches. It is gonna be a crazy show from top to bottom. And first thing I want to start off with is one of our bigger matches that are going to be going on, and it's going to be for the Women's United States Championship match. That match is going to be a triple threat match. Roxy Evans defending against Cassidy Blake and Atomi Zuki. Now, Leon, this was originally supposed to be a one-on-one match, Cassidy Blake versus Roxy Evans, but due to Atomi winning, well, not really winning, losing a match to Roxy Evans, but grabbing the rope where the ref didn't see it, I granted her an extra match against Cassidy Blake, and if she won, she would be added to that United States title match. And she did, to the dismay of Cassidy Blake and especially her manager, Brandon Ace. What do you think about all of this?
I just like to say it was a smart call giving Atomi another shot at getting into this match. This triple threat match is definitely one to look forward to at Beach Bash. I can't really put my hand on who might possibly win, but even with the odds stacked against her, I still think Roxanne Evans could possibly walk away with this.
Yeah, I would say so too. It's not that hard to think about, that hard to see that Roxy could potentially retain the title. I mean, she's been doing it for a while now as United States champion, and who knows, who truly knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if Roxy were to retain.
Yeah,
Next up,
indeed.
mm, well, quick question for you, Leonard. What do you think about Cassidy? She has been, trying very hard to get herself back up into the big names of GPW when it comes to the women's division. And do you think this is her shot? Is this her last chance to cement herself with everyone else?
Well, personally, I'd just like to say Cassidy. Um, I feel Cassidy has been earning her way back up there, but I think she still maybe needs a few key aspects until she's actually ready to be in a title picture. But due to the circumstances and the fact that her manager is a very pushy person, I mean, she's here. So we'll just have to see what she does with the opportunity at Beach Bash or Bash at the Beach, excuse me.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And someone who could probably shed some light on what Cassie has been doing is her manager. We have him here with us, Brandon Ace. Welcome to the show, Brandon.
It's glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Welcome, Brandon.
Well, Brandon, as we've been talking about, Cassidy Blake in the United States Championship match against Atomi and Roxy Evans. What can you tell us that you've been having Cassidy do to prepare for this match tomorrow?
Well, it's simple, really. We're I'm helping her with intense training and also watching her matches, along with matches against. Pretty much. She's been watching the matches Roxanne and Atomi had previously, looking for any weaknesses that they have so she can exploit them.
So basically, running through film is what you're trying to say.
Pretty much.
Okay, I like the methods. The nice, like a football coach type method.
Of course.
Right? And do you have a strategy for Cassidy when it comes to this match? Because I'll let you know right here, right now, it's going to be a triple threat elimination match. So both of her opponents have to be pinned or submitted in order for Cassidy to become the United States champion. Did I just mess up your strategy for her, or were you still prepared for anything?
To tell you the truth, I kind of figured it was gonna be an elimination match because if it was like a straight up one fall to a finish, there probably would have been some nonsense if Cassidy would have pinned Atomi and she would have won the title, and Roxanne would be like, well, she didn't pin me. So this makes it a lot more better. And no, it does not change the strategy.
I
Cassidy,
mean, if I may interrupt, that could still happen. There's a possibility where Tommy could pin Roxanne, and then a Cassidy gets pinned, or a Cassidy pins a Tommy. So in that aspect, it could still happen.
true, but in these types of matches, it's all about who's the smartest, and that's what I taught Cassidy. You got to play your cards right, be smart. Don't try to overdo anything. Let the other two wear themselves out, and then when it's time to go for the kill, do it.
All right.
All right, makes sense. Well, Brandon, while we still have you here, let's talk about a championship that you've been very vocal about, especially ever since your misfortune a few months ago. The Intercontinental title. We have Amari Williams versus Kota Imura for the IC title. Where do you think that's going to go?
It can go either two ways because we don't know what's the stipulation Coda chose for his rematch.
Yeah, correct.
Do,
Correct.
do
We
we?
still don't know. He's been holding it close to the chest. He still hasn't even told me yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice surprise matchup coming through. I like that.
Mhm.
I have to agree.
But
Right. Well,
if
how about this then? Who do you want to win, Brandon? Is there someone that you're hoping to win and potentially for yourself to go after that IC title?
Well, if I had to say something, I would go with Amari to retain the belt because if anyone is going to get the pleasure of beating him, it's going to be me because he will have something that was stolen from me, that I was robbed from because I had Coda when I had Coda. I dominated that match at Casino Night. I should have been the new Intercontinental Champion, but it didn't happen because my own partner, who I consider a brother, stabbed me in the motherfucking back, costing me that championship. And not only that, I had to go against him.
did he cut
Brandon, I
out?
think you cut out there a little bit.
Oh, the intensity.
Yeah, the intensity kind of messed
Very,
with
very,
Brandon's
very
mic there.
intense. I think he might be out.
All right. Well, we will go on and
Unless
switch to a different United States championship opportunity, and that would be the man who's going to be in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the United
I'm
States
look,
title, trying to regain the title he lost. Excuse me.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a good one. And let's welcome in Mr. Nick Black. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So let's just get down to it. 30-minute Ironman match for the United States Championship. What is your game plan going into this?
I mean, it's simple as ever. Just be aggressive. Have to play it smart, obviously. Gotta get on them at all times, you know? Because listen, the last match we had went about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I have to go 3 times that length. I
Mm-hmm.
can do the distance. I just have to make sure I'm always on top. Because one fall can cost you the entire thing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just have a question for you. Uh, I had a question. I lost it. But
Nice.
well, going into this third matchup with Steve Page, obviously Steve Page, veteran GPW. Did you think you underestimated him in this the last matchup you guys had? Obviously, I don't think a lot of people were expecting you to lose the title to Steve Page after just one defense. So, what did you would you say you underestimated him? Why don't you give us your mindset after your loss to him?
I don't think underestimating him. I don't think I underestimated him at all. That's not the right word to use. It's more so I misjudged him. I didn't
Okay.
I didn't know how good he actually was. It's not that I didn't think he could pull that out. It's just I didn't think it would cost me. I told him I wanted to fight. He gave me the fight, but I didn't know it was going to cost me. After the match, obviously, you can see on social media I was completely distraught. There's a picture my brother took of me playing in the locker room.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I just wasn't okay after that.
That's very, very understandable. I get it. Tough loss to take. Um,
I mean,
when
yeah,
only holding the championship for 1 month. You don't really expect it to lose it after one defense, but sometimes it gets the best of everyone, right?
yeah, but shit's gonna fall back into place very soon.
All right, then
And let's just say, what if it doesn't fall back into place? What if, hypothetically speaking, Steve Page does beat you? What if he just so happens to go the distance a little bit better than you do? How will you respond to that?
Then I'll just be back for blood again. It won't be immediately, but I'll definitely take the time I need. There's always something else in store.
now, if it say you do lose this next matchup to Steve Page, are you still going to be focused on the on cap recapturing the U.S. title, or will you perhaps move on to another title scene, or it is right now your focus staying on the U.S. title?
I just haven't gotten to that point yet. If I lose, then I'll have to see. But as of now, laser focused on the U.S. title. That's it.
All right, I like that. You're not giving yourself time to or a reason to fail by thinking of multiple things at once. I like that.
No, because I know I have to prove that I'm the best. Steve, he's obviously one of the best. We've grown a bit of a mutual respect in that regard, but I know I have to be the better man and walk out with the title. I'm not giving myself any thoughts of not having it.
All right, that's very respectable. Will Bryce, would
Definitely.
you like?
Uh, I'd say one final thought. Is there a match aside from yours that you're looking forward to seeing?
Mm, women's U.S. title match, truthfully, because one, U.S. title very special to me. Secondly, I just want to see how that situation is going to play out because there are a lot of pieces to that puzzle, and hopefully I could see Roxanne retain, but I don't know. Things are looking bleak, especially because Cassidy has a new manager in Brandon Ace, who again, like Leon said before, can be a little bit pushy, but that could help her. And Atomi is really the dark horse in this, so we just have no idea how it's going to go.
Okay,
I like the
I do.
unpredictability.
I do have one more thing for you. I do this with a a lot of my interviews. Do you have anything final to say to Steve Page before your match tomorrow?
Yeah, I do. Steve, I respect you as a competitor, at least not very much as a person, but the clock is ticking. The U.S. title is coming back to me, and you'll probably never see it again after this, because again, the campaign isn't stopping, especially at the hands of you. That's all.
All right, Will Bryce, you have anything else to say?
No, that is all the time that we have for Nick Black. Congratulations on the success that you've had up to now, and good luck tomorrow in your 30-minute Ironman match.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, best of luck to you, Nick.
All right, let's move on to a different type of match, a hardcore type of match, if you will. The Hardcore Championship, Melvin McDonald versus Matt Rush for the Hardcore title in an Extreme Rules Falls Count Anywhere match. Where do you think that's going to go, Leon?
Oh, I don't. To be honest with you, yeah, I feel like that can go any way just due to the fact of hardcore matches are very unpredictable in their own right, and due to the nature of both the men competing in it, Matt Rush being a very unpredicting but fun-loving guy, and obviously Melvin McDonald in his past life being kind of a menace to the whole GPW roster, but taking kind of a lighter approach nowadays, but still has that killer instinct. I think it could really go anyway. You just never know what's going to happen.
Definitely. I see it pretty much the same way as you. Both men have a lot of different things going for them. Matt Rush being very unpredictable. He's so unpredictable that he didn't even expect himself to win the number one contendership to this title, which again only happened because of the fact that we haven't seen Tony Lee Williams for a few weeks now. Ever since he lost the title to Melvin, he has disappeared, but we've gotten these weird videos during the shows, especially on Outlaw, where something's off with Tony. I'm not really sure. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, try to get an interview with Tony after Ignition. I asked around, was backstage looking for him, and just couldn't find him. It was usually he's pretty willing to do interviews, and I can get a hold of him kind of quickly, but just couldn't find him. So it's almost as if he was never there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, to the matter at hand, we hope Tony is okay. We are still on the search for him, but time moves on.
Well, hold on one second. I think I might have gotten actually a message from him. It seems like he's on the way to our studios. I guess he's gonna be. I guess he's gonna be coming in sometime soon, maybe in the next few minutes.
Okay, then.
All right.
Little exclusive there for you folks. At a certain point, Tony will be here to, I guess, tell us what's going on. Well, until that happens, let's move on. Let's talk about the light heavyweight championship. Johnny Farmer versus Richard Knight. This is actually a match I'm actually looking forward to personally, especially since the interaction that I had with Richard Knight a few weeks ago. Let's just say that interaction wasn't the best. You know, it's our it's our line of work, I guess you could say. But where do you think this match is going to go?
Um, I wasn't expecting Richard Knight to be in the spot that he is right now, especially with the last light heavyweight championship match that happened with Azul and Farmer. But Richard Knight has kind of held his own in this aspect in the light heavyweight division. But I really think Farmer has his number. To be honest with you, I know Farmer talks a big game, and he might have had his opportunities in the past to where he said one thing, but then another thing happened. But I really don't see him dropping the title to Richard this Sunday.
Well, I can see every single thing you said there. I think knowing Richard as long as I have, he's been around since season 2 of GPW. He's a former United States champion, and just to see how he's changed over the years, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not holding it against him, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take down Farmer. Farmer is he's almost a poster child for this new breed of rookies that we have in GPW. Very brash, but tends to back it up when he gets in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is it's going to be interesting, to say the least, when it comes to the light heavyweight championship.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to Farmer, I just feel like he's a little more abrasive, and with this, like you said, with this new crop of rookies, Farmer is definitely one of the more ruthless ones. Seems like he's willing to do anything and everything to get what he wants, as we saw with the build up to the Mexican standoff at Ignition, where he didn't properly win a spot to the match, but forced himself into it due to attacking Azul. And Azul, not the one to back down from a challenge. Azul challenged him and Richard instead of Richard getting his fair one-on-one. So at Badger Beach, it's going to be one to watch. That match right there is going to be one to watch for sure.
Right, one match that's definitely going to be one to watch is going to be the women's European Championship match. Akira Young defending the title against a decorated veteran here in GPW, Jessica Sawyer. If I may, I don't know. I don't know, really. Like, some of you might have like a pretty good guess about, but with this one, because like on the one hand, we have Jessica Sawyer, multiple time women's champion, former women's European champion. So it's like, what can't she do? Because she's done it all. In a sense, she's faced just about everybody on the roster at least once, multiple times over. And she always seems to come back. Even if she like gets knocked down, loses a few times, she seems to always keep her positive attitude and make it back to the top in any division that she chooses. Then you have Akira, a brand new rookie, started off a little rough when the season began, but took on one of the women in this division that was a powerhouse and won. Like, I don't think anyone saw that coming. And not only win, but win the European title, a very prestigious title here in GPW. So I have no idea where that one's going to go. What about you?
Yeah, Akira Young. I wasn't expecting her to win, and it was a triple threat match, correct? For the European Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to win. But she pulled it off, and now she has to face Jessica Sawyer, who, like you said, very decorated in GPW. Um, I'm not gonna say a dark horse, but very unpredictable. So this will definitely be one of those matches to watch for, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how Akira Young handles Jessica Sawyer, because Jessica Sawyer is kind of very scrappy in the ring, but we'll see how it goes.
Definitely, we will see how that goes. Someone who could potentially shed some light on that is her husband and former United States champion Kyle Young. Kyle, how you doing, sir?
Hello. Can you
Hey
guys hear me
Kyle, how's it going?
before I go on? Can you guys hear me?
You're
Yeah, we
good,
can hear
man.
you.
Okay, good.
Welcome to the studio today, Kyle.
Thank you for having me.
So
Right.
as we were discussing, Akira Young, like you know her pretty much better than anyone else here. How do you think she's going into this match tomorrow against Jessica Sawyer?
All I know is for her, this is more or less a moment of just trying to prove herself, because I know you both have mentioned this. She did not exactly have the best start to her GPW career. So this is more of a chance for her to essentially solidify herself and solidify her place in the division by knocking down one of the more prestigious names in that division. So she's going to be coming in with everything she's got. I already know Jessica's going to be firing on all cylinders as well. So that's just how I'm seeing it.
Okay, Leon, you want to anything before we move on to something that I definitely wanted to talk to Kyle about?
No, I don't have anything. Let's
Right.
keep this one going.
Well, Kyle. Speaking of firing on all cylinders, you made a very, very bold challenge in challenging Lance Romance to a match at Bash at the Beach to I guess in the same way you said about Akira, to prove yourself. What was the mentality behind that?
Honestly, if there's anybody that I know on this roster that I can get a good match out of, it's got to be Lance. If there's anybody I can put on a match that could possibly steal the show, I see it as Lance. Considering we've clashed head to head before, whether it's title or not, no matter what the company, we've push ourselves to the limit.
Do you think maybe you might have bitten off more than you could chew with this challenge?
Honestly, Leon, I don't think so. Like I said, I've fought with Lance before. I kind of know how he works, but you could say the same in reverse, that he knows how I work.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
Just go either
expecting
way.
it
To
to
be
be
fair,
very.
I don't know the result. Sorry if I cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay,
Go ahead,
like you
continue.
go on.
Do you think that this is going to be more of a stalemate type match? Unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well,
Have you heard that?
oh sure.
Have you heard something in the
Well,
background?
then you're fine. When it comes to Lance, he said he's willing to do anything to get himself back to the top, and if that means going through you, Kyle. He said he's going to do whatever. So, how do you respond to something like that? Do you have anything to say to Lance right now before tomorrow?
Honestly, Lance, I'll say this real quick. The feeling's mutual, buddy.
So are you saying you're willing to do whatever and whatever to possibly win this
Okay.
match against Lance?
Whatever within reason. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna cheat to win, but if I have to push Lance to his limits to prove myself, that's what I gotta do.
So what if Lance is willing to cheat to win?
That's in his court. But knowing Lance, I don't think he's gonna be doing that just yet. So we'll
Okay.
see. I'm not entirely gonna talk for Lance's behalf because yeah.
All right,
Sorry.
Will Bryce.
Mhm. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for you, Kyle. Thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow, and send good luck to Akira for me.
I will.
All right, man. Good to have you.
All right. We're gonna move on to a very interesting type of match: the Core versus London Pride. A match with.
Real quick, Will Bryce. I'm
Mhm.
getting word from some of our producers here that Tony Lee Williams just pulled up to the building, so I think maybe we could probably
Oh,
get him
really?
on here. Yeah,
Okay.
let me see. Let me see where he's at real quick.
All right, folks. It looks like Tony's here. Leon's gonna go get him. This is definitely going to be interesting. We hadn't fully prepared to have Tony on the show, but hey, those are the breaks of going live. In the meantime, as we wait for Tony, I would like to say that once again, Bash at the Beach will be tomorrow live at 1 p.m. Make sure to be there. Make sure to grab a drink, grab a snack. It's going to be an interesting one. And here he is, folks. Tony Lee Williams is here. Tony, where are you?
Yeah.
Okay? Where have you been?
Oh, I've just been reflecting, getting some training in. I was training with my old wrestling coach to kind of get my mindset back. But overall, everything's been kind of normal. Just taking it easy, taking a breather.
Okay. So let me ask you this: what was with the? Excuse me. What was with the video clips that we have been receiving over the last couple of weeks? Like, none of that seemed like you were okay.
Um, uh, what are you talking about, Will?
There were these clips where in one you had like a lighter flickering on and off, and I don't know if that was either paint or blood smeared on your face. Like, what was going on there?
Um, still don't know what you're talking about, Will. I don't own any lighters, man. Are you sure that was me in the videos, man? Because I don't recall any of this. Like I said, I've been training with my old wrestling coach, getting my mindset back to where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as any videos, I've been pretty silent on social media, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Um,
where I was is complete remote, not a lot of internet connection, so no videos coming out my way.
Okay. Well, then let's move on from that. I guess. Um, so, how do you think the hardcore title situation is going to go between Melvin and Matt Rush, the man who is challenging Melvin, the man who beat you for the hardcore title? Tony. Uh, it looks like he's he's walking out. I don't know if was it something I said. I mean, I'm not really sure what happened there. Leon's back in. Hey, Leon, did
Hey,
Tony leave?
hey, yeah, he just got up and left. He didn't really say anything. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Clearly, we all saw the videos. You know, and we all saw the videos where it looked like someone whooped his ass. So I don't know
Okay,
why he
yeah.
was denying this. We all saw him. I think we should probably move on.
All right. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's move on to uh, a match that is definitely going to be interesting. As I said before Tony came in. London Pride versus the Core, a match with the representation of London and the UK at large is at hand. Where do you see that match going?
Oh, well, this is definitely. I've been looking forward to this match since it was announced. London Pride, just a solid fucking group all around, and the Core, obviously, Corey Quinn leading this group. I see this match just being a barn burner. I see this match being um just all around good. So I can't really give you who my prediction might be just because I feel like it's too close of a call when it comes how they match up.
True, true. I mean, we've had 3 one-on-one singles matches where London Pride came out with the victory in each of those.
Oh yeah, yeah. London Pride showing some dominance individually, but will they be able to do that as a group? Is the true test.
Very much so. I mean, both Corey and the governor, they have had a similar uh, run so far. Both of them losing to Max Maximus for the World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, do you think it's more about that than anything else? Trying to get rid of that frustration of losing to Max, or is it truly
Um,
about representation?
well, I definitely think it could there could be that aspect um between Governor and Corey just due to the fact of they both Corey being the first one to challenge Max and losing, and Governor being the second. So they could be trying to, shake that loss. And the easiest way to do it is to target their countrymen. And
Mm.
that could definitely be the case. The core the core not being able to beat Alpha, same with London Pride, and then Governor and Corey both not being able to beat Max. Both teams are definitely they definitely need a huge win for as a group right now. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, I would say it's any man's game.
Okay. Okay. Well, now let's transition to a really big interview that we have coming up. We are going to be talking to the undisputed champion himself, Caleb Gent. What do you? Huh?
What's going on?
Todd, Todd, what are you talking about? What?
Is Caleb not here?
What do you mean? What do you mean he's not coming? What are you talking?
Hold on, everybody.
A piece of paper. What the?
All right. What do we got here?
You gotta be kidding me. All right, so folks, we were supposed to have Caleb here today, but our chairman, Diane Zinda,
What is Diane?
just now decided to inform me via Todd that Kay was not allowed to do an interview in order to make sure that there are no verbal jabs towards Duke, whilst Duke cannot come on himself and defend himself since he's training secluded somewhere. So Diane doesn't want Caleb saying anything. So he's banned him from coming on the show.
So we just lost our biggest interview for the day.
Yeah.
That's great. Just great.
Uh-huh. It's that kind of world we live in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move on to a match where two of our guests will have a lot probably to say about that. But before we bring them on, we will discuss it a little bit ourselves. Crimson and Siler Jordan versus Cody Hagen and Christian Tracy. Leonard, why don't you start? How do you see this match?
Well, with Christian Tracy and Cody Hagen, I'm guessing the Rebelnators is what they call themselves, correct? They've hit a bit of a dead spot in GPW in this season, and they want to relight the flame in their career to get themselves going again, get the ball going. And what better way to do that by going after Siler Jordan, former GPW undisputed champion, correct? Am I getting that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Former GPW undisputed champion, all around top guy in the company, and Crimson, who rookie this season, but has already made waves for himself by winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. So this is definitely going to be a huge match for Cody and Christian. And to be honest with you, and I don't want to be rude when I say this, but kind of a stepping stone for Siler and Crimson. Just a small obstacle for them to push themselves up as a tag team, but a huge win for Christian and Cody if they were to get it.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying there. Truly, I understand what you're saying. As someone who's known Cody for a really long time, he has his accolades. A lot of people like to forget that, but he is a former GPW champion. He has faced people that you wouldn't think he would win against, but he does. And to couple his tenacity with Christian Tracy, a former hardcore champion. I truly think that these two could potentially make that upset win. And to shed a little bit more light on that, we have one half of the Rebelnators here, Cody Hagen. Welcome to the show, sir.
Welcome, Cody.
Cody?
Cody, is his mic working? Guys, can we get his mic to work?
Yes. Hello.
There he
How's
is.
it going, Cody?
Sorry. I wasn't mic'd up.
Okay. Guys, we need to be quick with those mics. All right. Well, anyway, let's get this going. Cody, how are you doing today, man?
Doing good. I'm always allowed to be in the studio. We always, if I don't do a bubble jab at a Zinda yet.
All right. Well, Will Bryce, you wanna ask these man these hard hitting questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen to
I'll
this.
start it
Listen
off.
to-
So Cody, first off, how does it feel to finally have the Rebelnators here together as a team in GPW?
Feels pretty fucking good. The first time I've been here was Winter Circle weekend, and when it was me versus Tracy, last man standing match. And the started, I said months ago, was because he screwed me out of the NXW World title, broke my heart, ruined the Rebelnators. But months later, we're back in the saddle. The Rebelnators are back. The former NXW Tag Team Champions have arrived here to become the best.
Okay. Well, do you think you have what it takes to beat Siler and Crimson? Siler, as we've already said, former undisputed champion, television champion, world champion. Crimson, yeah, he's a rookie, but he's Mr. Money in the Bank. Do you think you and Christian have what it takes?
Well, if we all saw, 1 or 2 weeks ago, Mr. Crimson beat Tracy, but y'all saw on the other night, or weekend, I beat Siler Jordan. 1-on-1.
But do you think maybe you're hyping up just one win over one half of the Pinnacle Tag Team?
Well, maybe not. But, we got an advantage for this week, and Rebelnators, Siler Jordan, yes, is Mr. Bull on tour, but Crimson, he holds that Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase. He has the guarantee of choosing which championship he can decide.
Okay. You want to elaborate on that?
Well,
go ahead.
This Sunday, tomorrow, the Rebelnators will have the advantage because we will beat Siler and Crimson.
Okay, are you guaranteeing
let's
this
talk
win,
to
though?
someone.
Go ahead, Will Bryce.
Well, someone who probably has a lot to say about that would be a member of Pinnacle, Brandon Ace. He says he's back. He has his stuff fixed up. Brandon.
I'm sorry. I was just yawning after hearing Cody make another promise that he's not going to keep yet again. Because y'all know. There we go again.
Well, are you still thinking I can't win a championship after 2 years? Get out of here with that shit.
Well, it's going on 3 years, so yeah, because you've been given so many opportunities, and once again, you keep fumbling the bed along with Christian Tracy. You two are possibly one of the biggest failures in GPW so far. You guys have the talent, but
the failures?
Yes, you guys, all failures.
Are you saying I don't have a kill instinct. You don't. You say the locker room. You know what I'm gonna say
Hold
this
on.
right here. Shoot
Let
style.
me
You in
interrupt.
the
Let
locker
me
room
interrupt.
say.
Cody, let me interrupt. Brandon, as much as maybe Cody's hit kind of a roadblock in his GPW career, the man is a former world champion here.
You do realize
And a forward.
yeah, but here's the thing: do people look at that as forgettable? Like, people don't even remember him as a former GPW champion, and that was when
I
he
do.
had help. And also, when he dropped it, he has yet to he failed to get it back, and ever since then, he's been on a downward spiral ever since.
Brandon, I was gonna say this right here, right now, motherfucker. You think I don't got what it takes to be in this company anymore? You in the locker room just think I'm a joke? I'll prove you guys wrong tomorrow. When I beat your boys!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
When I do that, Brandon, when I do that, my eyes are still going to be focused on getting the one title that has been on my grasp and has been on my radar for 2 years. And I'm going to gain the Intercontinental title before you.
Hold up,
All
shut
right,
up.
hold on, fellas.
Triple Crown.
Fellas, all right. Hold on,
Hell
let's stop the hostility. I don't need to break up a fight in the studio right now. I want to elaborate on that. IC Championship. You both want it. All right. Cody, it's the one title you need to get your Grand Slam.
Yeah, I want to
Ace,
join
it's the
Dicey
one.
Pietro.
All right. It's the Ace. It's the one title you need.
But there's a
you said you want to make it prestigious again.
Yes.
Right? You both want it equally, I would say. Well, who do you think's more deserving though?
It's me,
well,
obviously.
For 2 years.
I've been
One at a time, fellas. One at a time.
I'll let Cody go first. Since I'm being the
Go
nice
ahead,
guy.
Cody.
Who's
Cody.
more deserving?
Who do you think's more deserving?
This has been a long and rough journey for me for 2 years, or 3 years, of me getting a championship. Sure, I lost the GPW championship with Mario Williams, who's the current Intercontinental champion. But me and him have that past, too. When I became a GPW champion, when I joined Anarchy, I guess somewhere down the line, I've lost my edge, my ego got into my fucking head.
Do you think maybe it was when you decided to leave Reckless and jump over to the Bullet Click? Maybe that was what caused you to lose your edge. Would you say that?
Yeah, you can probably say that. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's because Tracy turned his back on me. But that's in the past. For 2 years, I've been waiting. And I'm fucking hungry for a championship. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until whoever wins the Intercontinental title match tomorrow, either it's Kota or it's Amari. I don't care. I want that title. I'll do whatever it takes to get that Intercontinental title.
Ace?
That's the difference between me and you, Cody. You have a reason of becoming Intercontinental champion. You want to become a Triple Crown winner.
Grand Slam.
Whatever. But I want to become Intercontinental champion because I want to make it prestigious, because I'm looking at a division that is slowly dying. It's hanging by a short thread, because there has yet to been a dominant champion since Malcolm Black. Look, the Intercontinental Championship is still, in my opinion, the most prestigious title in this company. The people that have held it: Finn Brooks, Lance Romance, Angel Alexander, K-Dog, Duke Cinda, Ryan Riley. The list goes on. And now, because I was pissed off, I was angry at Casino Night because I had Kota. He was right there. I was about to become champion. And boom.
Yeah, you almost won it, but then your brother turned your back on you.
No shit, Sherlock. My own partner, a man that I considered a brother, betrayed me, stabbed me in the back, cost me my chance to achieve greatness. And then I had to be put in a match at Ignition, and I'm not gonna lie, I got my ass whipped because I underestimated him. And now I'm freaking hurt for now, but I'm getting close to being fully healthy and back in the ring. And when I get back, my goal is still the same, to become the Intercontinental title, regardless who is the champion at Beach Bash. If it's Cody, Coda or
Coda.
Amari. Coda or Amari. I hopefully will go with Amari, because beating him will be a lot more better, because this man, regardless what he's been doing lately, he's still a legend, a 3-time GPW champion and the first ever, and a 3-time GPW television champion. So that will also be added to my resume, because understand this,
Well,
you have people like Siler Jordan and others claiming me to be the future of GPW, and I'm going to prove it. And it starts with taking that Intercontinental title and making it once again prestigious.
I'll do it before you.
Very,
You know what?
very,
I'll predict-
hold on. Very, very bold words from both of you. I just want to say, you guys make a lot of good points on who should be IC champion first or who should challenge for it first. Will Bryce, what is your take on this?
Well, all I can say is it's good to see passion, people wanting to prove themselves in the ring. And for the two of you, who knows what's going to happen next? Again, as we all know, the Velocity title is going to be on the line soon. We have the Velocity tournament for both the men and the women. Who knows? Maybe one of you will be in it. Maybe both of you will be in it. It's just a matter of time.
Fair enough.
We'll find that out very shortly.
I would like to say something real quick about certain things that people kind of get on my nerves about me being pushy. See, there's a reason why I'm always pushy. It's because I've always pushed myself to my absolute limit. I was like this since I was young, because I've been told through my entire goddamn life that I wouldn't amount to fucking anything. And I continue each and every time proving people wrong. See, it's winning the Intercontinental Championship will not only be good for me, but it also will be another accolade to shove it in everyone's faces about saying I'm not good enough or I don't have what it takes.
Are you sure about that, Ace? You and the rest of the Welcome say that about me for 2 years when I lost. Lose a match.
There's a difference between me and you.
I mean, to be fair, Cody, you've been on quite the downward spiral. Now, as of lately, you've been picking up, so I'll give you that. But
yeah, singles match, tag match.
I do want to say this real quick. Say you get to challenge for the IC championship, but you lose. Where do you go from there? You got your opportunity, but you lost. Where do you go from there? What do you do?
I'm not gonna live that. 2021 has been a year for me. I'll put accolades on me. I beat Dukes into finally.
Yeah,
I'm happy to say I did that this year. And I'm proud of that. There's a lot of things I want to do at the end of this year. Win a circle match. Break that streak. Become a champion. That's the two things I want to get off my back. And whoever wins the Intercontinental title,
Cody, Brandon, what about you?
Oh, the same question as Leon gave to Cody.
Yeah,
what
would
you
you
don't
do
win,
if you lost?
what do you do?
The answer is simple. Rebound from it and get back to my winning ways until I get another shot at the IC title. Like, You know, there've been a lot of people that wanted me to go after the undisputed title after what happened at season 4 when I beat Caleb James. You see,
Hold on. I gotta say something, Brandon. You beat you beat Caleb James before he was champion.
Yes.
I know you've been trying to use that as an excuse to face him for the
Yep.
title,
Here's the
but
thing.
don't you think that's a little far fetched for
I
trying to challenge someone before he was even the champion?
yes, and I have to agree because here's the thing: have I ever used that to
Yes,
force myself in a world title shot? No, because I want to.
you just did. You said you faced Caleb, and people said you should
Oh,
face him after.
I mean,
But
Williams
at
right. I mean, Williams got a
You
point.
literally just did it.
but at the same time, I didn't want to use that. I could have done it earlier in a pay per view, but I chose not to because I want to do it the old fashioned way, work my way up. See, people think I'm a bad guy, but I'm the type of person who wants to earn his way because, like I said before, I want to prove people wrong because I have people that have doubted me.
I'm on the same boat too, Brandon. I'm on the same boat. People doubt me, but once in a blue moon, I proved those motherfuckers wrong.
That's debatable.
Brandon, I think, and I'm gonna be very blunt with this. I think your path to the top championship is probably not gonna happen for a while. IC title, I could see it happening, but as
Like I
far as you becoming undisputed champion, I feel you're not even in that discussion.
it's understandable. I don't mind. I'm patient. I can wait. Like my goal is still the Intercontinental title, regardless how long it takes, because I want that belt, and I will do whatever it takes to become the IC champion. Like I'm patient. That is the one title that I'm focusing. Nothing else matters.
All right, Will Bryce, you got anything to say?
Um, no, that's all that needs to be said with that. Cody,
Hey.
good luck tomorrow on your tag
Thank you.
match with Christian. Brandon, good luck to your guys
forward
in that
to,
tag match and to Cassidy Blake.
Good luck, gentlemen.
I look forward to being both people tomorrow.
I'm looking forward.
I think. Oh, you kicked him out.
Now, well, that was a heated conversation.
Oh, definitely. Wasn't expecting it to get that heated. But let's keep the ball rolling. We got more matches to talk about.
Actually, we have two more that I think we need to talk about right now.
Okay.
First off, the world heavyweight championship.
All right.
Max Maximus versus Alex Wolf.
Yes.
Max has proven himself.
Mm.
He has proven himself against Corey Quinn. He has proven himself against the governor. But do you think he can prove himself against Alex?
I would definitely say Max has proven himself. I would say to everybody, I would think, by now everyone would agree, Max has definitely put in the work to be taken serious as the world champion. As far as Alex Wolf would probably say is, Alex Wolf very decorated in GPW. I think Alex Wolf thinks he's going to be the one to dethrone Max and stop this, not reign of terror, but just stop Max's momentum. I feel Alex, he's been kind of laying low throughout the season so far, but I think Alex is definitely ready to get back into that upper echelon of GPW and be world champion again. But it's a little close to call, Max being dominant as world champion as of lately. And earlier in the season, Alex being a little low key, not really doing much. But now he's back. He's seems a lot more aggressive than before, so it's a tough one to call.
Right. Well, it may be a tough one to call, but I'm going to put you on the spot right here, right now, Leonard. Max, Alex, who you going with?
It's definitely tough, but I'm gonna say Alex Wolf. Alex Wolf is gonna beat Max. I feel maybe Alex wants to still prove himself as being the guy he was, and I think just Alex is a little more aggressive than Max. So I'm gonna say Alex Wolf for the win.
All right. I am probably going to have to agree with you. As good as Max has become, Alex isn't called the natural just for the fun of it. He makes it look effortless out there, and I think he's going to be world heavyweight champion come the end of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Another match that definitely needs to be touched on. The Women's World Championship.
Okay.
Suki having to, I guess, finally, her quote unquote putting her hands on Diane Zinda has finally come to roost with this match against Tasha Van Dana. Now, Leonard, are you familiar with Tasha?
Done a little research on her. Not a lot out there, but from what I've seen, she's a very dominant woman. Obviously, standing at 7 feet tall, just jacked out of her mind. And obviously being backed by, the boss lady of GPW, Diane Zinda. So she's definitely a major threat to Suki. But Suki, being as unhinged as she is, I'm gonna say this is, anyone's fight right now. Tasha obviously has the strength advantage, but you can't count Suki out. She's extremely unpredictable. Very
Right.
strategic in her attacks. So it's kind of too close to call. I don't know if I can really choose anyone to win.
I would say, like, I don't think I could choose anyone to win either, but I would say if I were a certain someone, be that Rebecca May, I would watch this match very closely because if there was at any point an opportunity to potentially become women's champion, it might just be this match. With Tasha, as you said, is very dominant. She's very aggressive. And let's put a hypothetical out there and say Suki does win. If Suki wins, I think Suki will be at her most exhausted after going into a fight against Tasha. And it may be the underhanded thing to do. It may not be all that much of a good thing. But that might be the moment I would cash in. What do you think about that? What do you think of that threat looming out there potentially?
I actually wasn't even thinking about the money in the bank, the women's money in the bank briefcase. Suki definitely has to be careful with that. Granted, she could possibly win, but we don't know what type of damage is going to come out of this, or she's going to walk out of this with. And Rebecca May, you know, being mainly tag team for most of her career, I think she's definitely ready to step out. And what better way than to cash in after a hard fought battle with Tasha Van Dam? So there's that looming possibility that we could see Rebecca May cashing in, depending on how much damage Suki has gone through, or hell, maybe even if Tasha Van Dam somehow wins, there's a possibility Rebecca may capitalize on that. But it's like I said, it's anyone's game right now. I think it just all depends on who wants it more, you know.
Definitely. Do you think, speaking of the Money in the Bank briefcase, do you think Crimson will have a chance, an opportunity to cash in? Because he can cash in either on the Max versus Alex world title situation or on Caleb versus Duke. Do you see any of those being an easier challenge, or do you think Crimson should probably still wait?
Yeah, let's actually elaborate on that a little bit more. Crimson has to be the luckiest guy in GPW right now. I mean, he has 2 different title matches that he could possibly cash in on. Alex versus Max is for sure to be a barn burner. You know, Alex trying to regain the spot, Max trying to keep the spot. And now Duke and Caleb, on the other hand, I feel that's just going to be nothing but just brutality and warfare. You know, Duke has been playing mind games with Caleb throughout the buildup, and Caleb not really being able to get his hands on him. So that match is definitely gonna be brutal to watch. And depending on if Caleb defend or retains or Duke wins, there's a huge possibility that Crimson may capitalize on the aftermath of it. I would honestly, if there's going to be a cash in, I would bet my money on Duke versus Caleb being the one to get cashed in on. Hopefully Crimson picks his spots wisely, because he really only has one opportunity to get that title right, you know, because just one slip up could cost him.
That's true. That's true. That's just about it that we have time for. But before we go, I like to make an announcement. When I said that the show was going to be 21 matches, that was slightly a little bit of a fib. It is 21 matches, but that's because one of those matches I didn't even announce yet. And that match is going to be a 6-woman battle royal. These 6 women are all inside of the Women's Velocity tournament. Each of them have an opportunity at something that has never happened truly inside a tournament that we've done here in GPW. Whoever wins this battle royal will get a bye in the first round, for the Velocity tournament. And these 6 women, I think, all deserve this type of opportunity. And it's going to definitely be one to behold. So, with that, I have been Will Bryce, your general manager, your commentator, your host of GPW Talk, with my co-host here, Leon Leonard.
Double L signing off with you guys.
You guys have a great afternoon. We will see you tomorrow in Los Angeles for Bash at the Beach. Everybody,
Remember to bring your
have a
swim
great
trunks.
day.
See ya.